You got a minute? Wow. Hello, Feral friends. Welcome back to Feral. I'm your host, Savannah Montana, and today I have a very special guest in the house who I just recently met at a networking event, actually. We are going to talk about reinventing yourself, who you surround yourself, the mindset behind it, and why it's so important. So I would like to formally introduce you to Sandra David. Welcome to The Den.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's actually still Valencia because I am the forever engaged girl.
Really? Oh my
Yes.
gosh, this is a great way to kick off
Yes.
the show. Tell us about it.
So we were engaged right before COVID on a cruise ship. And then we were like, okay, we'll get married within the next 2 years. And then COVID hit. And I've been engaged since.
Oh my gosh, no way.
So, yes, that's why I say I'm the forever engaged girl.
The forever engaged girl. And you don't even push on the topic anymore?
No, it just doesn't even really matter. Like, it'll happen one day. I think we're just going to go to the courthouse and call it a day. And then just have like a fun reception.
Yeah, that'll be fun. The party's the best part.
That is the
anyways.
best part. Yeah.
I feel like the paperwork is like, whatever.
No.
You can just go get that done.
Exactly.
And host a big party.
And we're like practically married anyway. It's just, signing the paperwork. So
yeah, exactly.
We'll
How long have you guys been together?
Since 2013.
Wow. And then you got engaged in
2020.
And then now it's 2025. Yeah, so you're married.
Yeah, we're married.
Mentally, you're
Mentally,
married.
we're married. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even maybe by, what is it?
The common law.
Common law marriage.
Yeah, I don't know if actually, that's funny you say that because I think they just started something that said Florida is now common law. It wasn't.
No.
But I think it is now or something like that.
That makes sense.
Know.
Montana, where I'm from, has been common law forever. It's still common law. So I think if you're with somebody for more than 7 years, it's common law marriage, or if you share a bank account with them, it's common law marriage.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there's like a couple rules that if you hit one of the criteria, you're in.
Cool.
So there was things to avoid when I was growing up, and I was like, we're never sharing a bank account, okay? I don't care how much you like me.
Yeah.
So recently, well, first of all, you and I met recently.
Yes, we met at a networking event at our friend's house.
A couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah. And now you're on the show.
And now I'm on the show.
I
It's
love
amazing
it.
how things work. You never know who you're going to meet.
You don't.
That was like the third time I had been to one of the events.
Really?
Yes.
Are they common? That's the only one I've been to.
No. So he hosts a lot of events for politicians, networking, fundraising. He loves to open his house to people, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's fabulous.
He is fabulous.
And I got to meet you, so it was totally worth it.
I got to meet you.
Yes.
So it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Because we met right at the end.
Yeah.
After everything.
Right
we
before
were getting
I
ready
left,
to leave.
I met you.
Yep.
Yeah, and you guys too. You were also...
Yep.
Your fabulous friend is with us in the den today
in the
also.
back.
Shout out. We all met. Recently, you found yourself in a position on I-95, the highway in South Florida, stalled in your car.
I did. So I was coming from the doctor's office because we were trying to figure out, I've had some health issues and we're trying to figure out what it is. And I make it to the doctor's and I call Jeff and I'm like, Jeff, something's going on with the car. We need to check the oil. And he's like, okay, when you get home, I'll check it. So I go to the doctor's. I'm leaving the doctor's. I'm getting onto the highway, onto the turnpike. You all know how fun that is here in South Florida. And I get on and my car stops in the middle of the highway as I'm driving. So I have cars coming this way, this way, this way. Thank God they were doing construction on the side of the road and there was a huge space and I was able to merge over and get in there. But my car just kind of glided in there because I couldn't drive. I couldn't accelerate. I couldn't do anything. So I praise God because it could have been so bad. I could have gotten hit from the back, from the side, from the front. It was a disaster, but
you made it out alive.
I made it out and it was okay.
Well, the reason that I brought it up is because your mindset behind stalling in your car was so beautiful. So I want you to share it with our listeners because you were very humbled by the situation and you're not even replacing your car.
I am not. So in my head, I'm like, I could have totally been upset and pissed off. And that's normally how I take things. But recently in my journey of faith and belief and trusting in God's ways, I was like, okay, this happened for whatever reason it needed to happen. But I'm okay. I'm fine. I have my life. I didn't get hit. Everyone was okay. No one else around me got hurt. And maybe it's his way of saying, you know what? I'm saving you from something else. I'm humbling you for whatever reason because my engine has ceased. So I can't even fix my car.
Wow.
It's just going to sit in my yard until I figure out what to do with it. But it is what it is. I have faith in what he's doing for me right now because where some doors are closing, other ones are opening.
That's right.
So I'm meeting different people in different eras of their lives, and I'm stepping forward to see where it is that I'm going to go or where he wants me to go, because everything that's happening is just either making me feel like I have to go backwards or stop. And I'm not doing that because I know that what's happening is huge. So I have to keep moving forward and forward and forward.
Yes.
So.
Do you think that God's slowing you down because he's trying to get you to see what's in front of you?
Absolutely, 1,000%. You can't live in your own life. You have to live with the belief that there is someone else guiding you. And that's not for everyone because everyone has different beliefs. But in our group of Bible study, we learn that you have to let God lead you. And you can't believe that you're doing it alone because you can't do things alone. Even if you don't believe in religion, you have to have somebody there holding your hand or guiding you. So now I'm learning to let God lead me to where he wants me to go. Because if I've made it this far through, and after everything I've been through, it's for something big.
Absolutely.
And the people I surround myself with now are amazing in all ways. The men that I've met, the women that are in my life, everyone is just growing and growing and growing. So that's where I want to be. I want to be at a part of my life that I'm growing, no matter how hard it is. At 52, because I'm 52, so I'm really restarting my life. So
why? What is it about right now that makes you frame it as a restart? Is there anything specific, or is it just that's how you feel?
One, it's how I feel. Two, I think it's because I'm confident in what I want to do. I've never been very confident about myself. I always thought because I didn't finish school, because I didn't have, a college degree, that everybody else was smarter than me, and I couldn't be in the rooms where people that are prosperous or do have big things, I couldn't be in that room. And that's not true.
No.
It's not true at all, because I also have a lot to bring to the table. So if there's no reason that I can't do it.
Maybe more so, because there was a really big reason why you didn't finish high school, right?
Correct.
If you want to briefly touch on that.
So I got pregnant at a very early age, at 17, and was married by 18. And it was a hard time in my life. I didn't get married because I was in love.
I was going to just ask you, was it because it was like, the rose-colored glasses? But it was because your family was like,
yes,
you have to
get married
this man.
because you're pregnant. And I'm like, and in my wedding pictures, I'm bawling. I'm like literally crying because I know that this is the biggest mistake of my life. Now, my daughter was a blessing. Thank God I that was I had 2 kids with him. 2 positive things that happened. But the marriage itself was just not good from the get-go. And I was just like, I'm 17. Like, what am I going to do? So I didn't finish school, but then I went into medical assisting school because it was quick and I knew I could get into the industry fast. So I did that. I graduated from that and I started working in that field. And at one point I had 3 jobs. I was working, let me backtrack. I was in school and working. So I would go to school, work, all while being pregnant.
Wow.
So, but I had my mom also. So my mom helped me a lot. So I would go to school, I'd work, then I had my daughter, then I, in between that time, graduated, and then worked. I was always working. I've always worked. I've never not worked. So I always had to work for everything that I had, everything that I needed. Then I had my kids I had to support. Even though I was still with their dad, it was just different situations. So I felt like I was the one that always had to tend to them. So that happened, and then I got a divorce.
Good for you.
Yes,
that's a big congratulations.
Yes,
right?
I got out of that, And then I divorced, and then I met the father of my 2 youngest children. And as most women know, you get out of one relationship and you get into another where thinking it's going to be different, but some people get stuck in what they think love is.
Guilty, as charged.
And I got from one bad relationship to another bad relationship. And again, this one lasted long. It wasn't like a 2-year relationship. The first one was 10 years. This one was almost 11 years. Wow. I stayed for that long.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's a long...
It's a long...
Whoa.
It's a long time.
I had no idea that's how long.
That's why when I say I've been through a lot and I've survived, I've been through a lot and I've survived. So I'm here for a reason.
Absolutely.
So I stayed in that relationship for a long time, had my 2 beautiful kids. I have 4 altogether. And my kids are my blessings. No matter what, I don't ever regret having those people in my life because they brought me my kids. And I love my kids. I would die for my children. So.
That's amazing. I love that. So there's always something good that comes out.
Always. That's how you look at it.
Rough.
Because I could have let those situations, and I did for a long time, let them put me down. Like, I can't do anything. I'm going to be here forever. This is where I'm stuck. And I didn't. I continued to try to look forward. And on hard days, because not all days are easy. When I left the father of my youngest children, that was hard. That was hitting rock bottom.
Why was that one harder?
Because I left and I had nowhere to go. I had to leave my house. I didn't know what I was going to do with 2 kids.
Little kids.
Little kids. They weren't babies, but they were young. So it was scary. And I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't have money to go anywhere. And I ended up finding an amazing couple that rented they had like a garage and they turned into a studio. And I stayed there for a year with my kids.
Dude, you're such a badass. You lived in a garage, a studio apartment, sure.
Probably
but
the size of this.
No way. For those of you who don't know, my studio is not very big. Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
But it was amazing. It was the best year of my life. It was. We celebrated Christmas there. And it was just amazing. It was amazing because I was at peace. I didn't have to worry about anyone. I didn't have to worry about coming home and dealing with somebody's nonsense and just narcissistic ways. You know, when you're in that type of relationship, you're in your head. It's your fault. It's your fault. You're doing something wrong. You're making him mad. And I loved coming home. I would work. I'd come home to my kids. It was peaceful. And that's what I needed in my life until I met my other half. Again.
And how much longer after did you meet Jeff?
I was in that apartment probably a year. So I met him in between that time.
Okay, cool. And then you guys ended up moving in together.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
Very exciting.
So
what a beautiful story.
Yeah. 1000%.
So right now you are in a reinvention state of your life.
I am.
What brought you to the realization of needing to reinvent yourself or wanting to reinvent yourself?
I think we found ourselves stagnant. We are stuck at where we are. Like, we're not growing from where we are. Our business is amazing, but it's just there. And we want it to be here. So we were like, okay, well, what are we going to do? What can we do? Because right now, everything's AI. AI is taking over the world, and people are doing everything online. They want to learn online. So why not learn from that? Why not feed off of that? So we were like, did some research, and we're like, okay, let's start a course where you can learn what we do. Because right now, AI is not going to take over our field, because you can't throw a computer in the water and, look for what we look for, at least not yet. So we're like, let's teach people how to do this, because not everybody wants to work in an office. Not everybody wants to, be an Ivy League. Some people want to do the blue collar job. So let's teach them. So that's where we are.
That's super cool. So your reinvention is based around your business.
Yes.
Is there anything personal behind your reinvention along with changing the business?
I would say yes. I think the more people that I meet, the amazing women and men that I've met, are making me want to do more and better myself. And just be in rooms where people feel the same way that I want to, where they want to grow, where they have goals, where they want to see themselves better.
Yes.
I know that I can do that. Like, I know that my worth is so much more than where I am now. And if I can help anyone, especially young women, if I can teach young women that they can do anything they want to do or come out of a situation that they think they can't, then I want to be that. Because you never know who's listening to this or who's watching it. And I wish back then I had someone telling me, you can get out of this. This is not where you need to be. Like, you can leave. But I didn't have that. And it was different then because you didn't have podcasts. You didn't really have, young women, or where a young woman could look to someone. You have books and you have self-help, but not something that they can watch and be like, oh, wow, that's me. That's where I am right now. Look where she is. Look
Right.
what she got. So
Yeah.
that's huge for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's such a different time now, too. When you were young, when you were growing up, when you were pregnant and married and you were going through everything, you didn't have as much access to the things that we have access to now.
Not at all.
And people certainly weren't having conversations like the one we're having right now.
Not at all.
Or in public on a platform for anybody
Definitely
to
not.
listen to. There was no
Definitely not.
social media. So you really had to make those decisions all on your own.
Figure it out myself.
Which is scary. Was there like a specific breaking point that you had when, in any, it could have been in your relationship right now with your business, it could have been when you were 17. Was there any specific breaking point that you're like, oh my gosh, I have to change? And like you said, you're not looking back.
The day that I left my ex, the father of my youngest children.
Okay.
Yeah, that day, if I didn't leave, it was either my life or leave. My children, protect my children, or stay. And my children are my life. So.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. You can get emotional.
Yeah.
It happens a lot
So,
on the show.
I do what I do for them.
Yeah. That's amazing. You should be really proud of
And
yourself.
I want to leave things for them. So. I said I wasn't going to cry.
It's okay. It happens.
I want to leave. When I leave this earth, I want them to know that what I did for them. And that I'm not going to leave them with baggage. I'm not going to leave them with, what are we going to do? No, I want them to say, wow, my mom did everything that she could. And what we have is because she worked hard. And my grandkids too, because I have grandkids. And I love my grandkids. They're the light of my life. And I want them to say, wow, grandma was powerful. She was a badass, So yeah,
That's
my family's
incredible.
number one to me.
And if you're always coming from a place of giving to them and serving them and making a difference for them, you can't lose. And I'm sure they already know this now. But
Yes, I would hope
just
so.
in case they don't,
Yes.
you can watch it here on Feral whenever you guys are wondering what your mom or your grandmother is up to. This is what she's
Yes.
up to. Really big shit.
Yes.
So pay attention.
Yes. So
When you turned around and you made the decision, was there what was the hardest part about leaving everything behind?
how was I going to start over with no money, with nothing? Because I was living paycheck to paycheck. How am I going to survive? How am I going to feed my kids? How am I going to, do what I do? And, I have Jeff to thank a lot for that because he was in my life during that time and he was a constant cheerleader for me. You can do this. You're going to get through it. This is not where you're going to stay. This is just a temporary patch. So it was hard. It's scary when you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or how you're going to eat tomorrow. Like on Fridays, I was very careful with the money that I had because I knew I needed it, for specific things. So on Fridays, my kids knew that it was Little Caesars Day. It was $5 pizza, and they loved it. That was they knew that on Fridays, Mom was going to get us pizza. You know, and it was hard during other times because they would want things, and I couldn't get it for them because I didn't have the money. Where was I going to get it from? You know, I would have to take from one thing to do another thing, and I couldn't afford that. So they knew that on Fridays, Mom was going to get us pizza. And they remember that. And they remember that. They remember the good times.
Yeah.
Not so much the bad times, so...
Right. Well, and it seems like you did a pretty good job of shielding them from it as much as you could, and leaving was one of those things that you had to do to protect them, because you don't want them to see that. You don't want them to be around it. It's like a fear. Getting into any relationship that's a be-all, end-all relationship, you have to contemplate what kind of partner you're choosing. Correct. And how they treat you is a really good indication of how they're going to treat their children. Yes. And do they treat you good? Pay attention to that, because... Absolutely. However they treat you in your life is probably a direct reflection of how they'll be with your kids, their own kids. And it's not a right or wrong thing. It's just a reality thing.
It is. And I'm very blessed and thankful because my daughters all are in great relationships with partners that adore and love them and respect them. And that's all you could want. So I know that in that part we did something good, because they would never let anyone mistreat them or talk down to them.
Good. I'm pretty sure that that's because of you.
It better be.
Like, yeah.
In the back of their ear. No, Mom said you can't let someone do that to you. Yeah. So
no, that shit's not going to fly.
No,
for sure not. No. Well, and they know that they couldn't bring a guy home to you.
Absolutely not.
Like, you can get out of my house and you can lose my daughter's number.
Yes, absolutely, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Yes. Not happening.
Not happening.
Not on my watch.
Let's get into the mindset behind it. You went through this war with yourself. What were some of the negative thoughts that you had? What are, like, negative self-talk? Because you talked about narcissism in the beginning, and you're very much like me. I've dated several narcissists, not several, but enough. That I blamed myself. Like, everything was my fault, and I was always trying to fix, and I was always trying to change. And then I was like, hold on a second, you're kind of the problem here. So a lot of negative self-talk.
Yes.
And you drag yourself through it. So what was that like for you?
To this day, I still do that. It's my fault. I did it. I made them mad. I said the wrong thing. I looked the wrong way, made the wrong thing, did the wrong thing. It was just always me. I never for a second thought it was them. It was because you have so many people telling you, oh, they're great. I don't see that. You're lying, you know, and you only see what they let you see. You're not in my house. You don't see what I'm going through. So that starts to play in your head over and over and over and over and over again. And at one point I'm like, wait a minute, it's not me. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm doing what I should be doing. So maybe it's you that's the problem. You're the issue, not me. And it took me a long time after I left those relationships to figure out that it wasn't me. And I brought a lot of that into my relationship now. And I had to have, it's almost like rewiring your brain, that you have to figure out it's not you. Like, stop thinking that it's you. And when someone tells you, you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're doing good, I am? Like, I don't see that, because you're so used to constant negativity that when something positive comes around, you self-sabotage because you're like, that's not for me. What are you doing? What do you need? What did you do? You know, like, you're guilty of something because good things can't happen to me. So that was a lot for me to take in when I met Jeff, because he was the opposite. You know, he wants to give, he wants to love, he wants to respect. And I was not used to that at all. So I learned to rewire my brain and say, I do deserve this. I do deserve love. I do deserve to be treated as a woman and as a goddess and as a queen.
Yes.
So.
Because you are.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah, we all are.
Yeah.
You just have to take your crown back. Put it on your head.
And adjust it.
Because no one's going to do that for you, FYI. A man's not going to do it for you. Your friends aren't going to do it for you. Your family sure as hell is not going to do it for you. You have to do it for yourself. You have to show people how to treat you. Or else
Absolutely.
they're going to do whatever
They're going to walk
they
all
want.
over you, and they're going to make you think you can't.
That's preach it to the
They
choir.
make you think you can't live without me. You can't do it without me. No one's going to love you with 4 kids. Wasn't 1, it wasn't 2, it was 4 kids, because I came in with a lot of baggage.
You're like, I have a school bus.
Yeah.
You ready to hang out?
Yeah.
Because I've got a team.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're like what is it? The Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
So, and he did. He took us all in. And he's never made us feel less. Nothing but love. Now, it's not peaches and, all day, happy. But it's like any other family. It's normal things. It's normal little arguments, not these crazy full-blown fights.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's normal stuff. And I think that's a really good point. Sometimes people's trauma makes them feel like in any argument is a problem, and then their instinct might be to just run away or throw it away or make it worse. And it's like, it's okay to have normal arguments. Having knockout dragouts regularly, that's a different conversation.
Correct.
But arguing over like who unloaded the dishwasher, it's like, it's not the end of the world. We don't have to break up.
It's not.
It's just dishes. It's cool. But some people are so traumatized, they take that inch
absolutely.
and they make
And that's
a
how I
mile.
was. And that's how I was. The smallest little thing would blow me up, and it would turn into a huge fight. And he's like, what are you doing? Like, it's okay. Like, it's no big deal. And I'm like,
It's like, I'm not mad at you.
yeah.
I'll unload the dishwasher. Actually, now that I think about it, why don't you just sit down for a second?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
It's like, are you okay? What's wrong, honey?
It took a long time for me to take that in and to learn how to have a normal relationship.
Yeah.
So, and then when you work together, it's even harder.
Yeah.
So when he decided to retire, and we were like, okay, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit home? Are you going to get a job? Or, I was like, oh my God, we're going to work together? Like, we're going to kill ourselves. Like, you can't be home all day with me.
You have to get an office or you have to go do something on the field. Because
Yes.
Yeah. We need some distance.
Yes,
if we're going
some
to be
distance.
in it all.
So, but yeah.
So you mentioned rewiring your brain. What does your brain look like now? How did you overcome, not that you no one will ever 100% overcome negative self-talk, but you talk to yourself a lot nicer now. So what was the pathway to getting to where you are mentally with
Giving
yourself?
myself grace and just knowing that what happened to me is not who I am. It doesn't define me. You can wake up one day and decide that's it, and you change your life from that moment on, because I could have let everything that happened to me dictate where I was going and what I was going to do. And that would have been really bad. I would not be where I am today.
I want to talk about the comfort zone, the part of reinvention that is kind of like the make or break, if you ask me, because we're so comfortable, right? And it's like, it's so nice to be comfy. I'm comfy all the time. I wear a hoodie and no shoes on my show. I'm like the master of comfort.
Yeah.
But you have to get out of your comfort zone, mentally, physically, emotionally, in so many ways.
So many ways.
In order to level up.
Absolutely.
And do the next thing. And become the next version of yourself that wants all of your dreams to come true.
Yes.
So what was you getting out of your comfort zone like? How did that feel? Can you walk us through that experience?
So everyone knows in my business, I'm behind the scenes. I don't have to see anyone. I very rarely talk to anyone. Even when we started the business, everything was over the phone. So I didn't have to really talk to anybody. And since we've decided to grow the business, I've had to learn to network. You have to network in person. Yeah. Which means I have to go out. I have to dress up. I have to do my hair, my makeup, and talk to strangers? Are you kidding me? And I don't want to do that. But you have to. You have to get out of the sweatpants and the sweater, and you got to put your big girl pants on and get out there. And it was hard. It was hard. But the more you do it, the easier it gets.
That's right.
And I go out there and I pretend I know it all.
So
I
is
am a
everybody
badass.
else, by the way.
I am a
Everyone
badass.
is doing this, okay?
I am
So
a
take it from
badass
her.
walking into this room, and you can't tell me nothing. Okay, I'm already walking in like I have $1 billion in the bank. They don't know that I don't. But you walk in and you introduce yourself, and I'm not a banker. I don't do stocks. I have a blue collar business. Doesn't matter because I'm still out here showing you what I can do. Because just like everyone else, everyone starts off somewhere. Everyone starts off at the bottom and they work their way up. So I own my own business. I don't work for it. I own it. It's mine. We built it from the bottom, from scratch, from 0 customers. And now I have about anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 customers in our business that are, some are reoccurring, some are new. We work with a lot of builders, a lot of prominent people that are big in the industry. And I can be holding hands with the next one. I can be in the same room as PBD, which is one of my favorite guys. But
yeah, is he?
Yes, he is. I like watching his YouTubes and his, things. It's fun. Jeff got me into that. So, but just be, you can be in a room with the next ones.
Yes.
No matter what.
You absolutely can.
So you have to, but you got to get out of your comfort zone. You have to do it. You have to push yourself because, like you said, no one's going to push you. So I literally had to push myself to get out there, as scary as it was. But it gets easier. They've become so much easier to go to. And I don't mind introducing myself. I don't mind saying, hi, I'm Sandra. You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know me. So what do I care? You don't know me.
No. You're about to know me.
Yeah,
you
now
might
you're
love
about
me,
to know
you
me.
might hate me.
Like
but
when I met you, I was like,
is
hi,
me.
I'm Sandra.
I know. I
And
was
now-
like, you didn't have a problem saying hello to me because you walked right over and you're like, hi, I'm Sandra. And I was like, hi, I'm Savannah. What's going on? Like
that was
instant
it.
friends.
Instant friends.
Yeah.
So.
But it is difficult. What are like the most uncomfortable thing? I know what mine are for networking. Like what
are yours?
Mine is probably talking about myself. Mm-hmm. That's all you're there to do.
Yes.
Is talk about yourself. And I'm apparently not very good at it. You think I would be? I have a freaking podcast, but it's like the last thing that I want to do. So people start asking me all these questions and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, do I even know who I am? I'm not really sure. I just am not good at talking about myself. So that's something that I had to overcome. One, that people are genuinely interested. That's why they're asking. That's why they're there. And then not feeling uncomfortable about talking about myself because I grew up like, you shouldn't talk about yourself because it's impolite. It's disrespectful. It's not a good thing to do. And now I created a show where I have people come sit down and talk about themselves and boast about themselves and brag and like, do all the fun things. So that was like one of the big learning curves in networking for me. Plus, when I show up, I'm not in a hoodie and a baseball cap. I'm in full-blown Savannah, Montana gear, cowboy
glam,
boots, like makeup, hair, the works. So
yes, because the day I met you, you were in your full glam boots, which I love the white boots.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
So I would say that it is not so much talking about myself, but talking about my business because I feel like it's not an important business or like people don't really care about it. So in my head, I was like, nobody wants to know about my business. Nobody wants to know how you find a leak in your pool. But it's not. I've learned that people are actually interested in it. They're like, oh, we didn't even know that you needed to do that or that this can happen or that can happen. So I think that would be where I've learned to get out of my zone and feel comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, and we live in South Florida. Everybody has a pool.
They do.
It's a really good business to be in.
It is.
And I don't love that people shit on like blue collar jobs because that's one AI can't take over.
Absolutely.
AI can't fix your swimming pool leak.
No.
They can't fix your roof.
No.
They can't fix a leak.
They can't fix
replace
electric.
your dishwasher.
Absolutely not.
I don't know why I keep talking about dishwashers on the show, but
I don't know. Is your dishwasher broken?
No, it's not. It's a perfectly good dishwasher. No, but AI can't take you over.
No.
So it's kind of great.
Yeah.
It's
and
a
it
good
goes
one to
back
be in.
to wanting to learn. You get, as growing up, you're told you have to go to an Ivy college, you have to go to college, you have to go to school, you have to graduate, you have to do this, you have to do that. It's not for everybody, but it doesn't mean that you can't build a big business based off of a blue collar. You know, like there's a lot of businesses that are thriving and they're blue collar businesses. So why not teach it?
Exactly. I want to talk about your environment. When we spoke in pre-show, you talked about surrounding yourself with different people and who you surround yourself with.
It's so important, and I've just really started to learn that. If you surround yourself with like-minded people of where you want to go, that's what you're going to attract. If you surround yourself with negative people, negative Nelly, woe is me, I don't have this, I don't have that, why does she have that and I don't, that is what you're going to attract into your life. So you have to walk into the right rooms, surround yourself with the right people, like-minded, growth-oriented, badasses, money-making moves. Because that's what you will bring into your life. And I didn't know that, or I didn't learn that until very recent. Because again, I thought I couldn't be in those rooms.
Right.
Until I got in those rooms. And when I have met amazing people that like to hear what I'm doing, where I'm going, and how they can help me grow my business. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have said, that's not true. I can't be in that type of a room. Absolutely not. So put yourself where you want to go, where you see yourself, and you'll get there. Manifest it, speak it, talk it, believe it, pray for it, and it'll happen. And it's not easy. It's not easy. And it's not always perfect. And there's hard times. There's hard seasons. But you got to see yourself through that to get there.
Yeah.
Because everyone has hard days. All businesses have hard times. But if you can make it through the hard times, you just keep on going up from that.
Yep.
So surround yourself. It's so important to be surrounded by good people. And I didn't know that.
No.
I didn't really think about it.
No, because no one tells you that.
No.
And the people that are around you, and nothing wrong with the people that are like your ride or dies or your homies, but people don't want to see you change because they're comfortable with the version of you that you play in their life. And sometimes you lose people along the way, and it's not because anything bad has to happen, but you're changing for you, and not everybody wants you to change. And I think that's super difficult, but you have to love yourself enough to know I gotta make a change, and I gotta surround myself with different people.
And it's not just that, it's women. What's wrong with supporting each other? Oh my Lanta, I cannot stand social media and the and look at her and look at, why can't you support another sister? Like, why can't you support your the women that are trying to do best for themselves as well? Why knock it down? I don't understand that. Like, if I can help people or women, I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
You're already doing it right now. You know? I don't know if you knew that or not, but you are.
So
welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. It's so hard to see people shitting on other women.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
And it's interesting too for someone like me who my whole life is social media, which I actually don't love. Fun fact about me. That's a story for another time. But the amount of people who support you in real life or that don't support you on social media is very interesting. Or people that have a lot to say about the show or about me or my personality or what I say, anything like that. But they are ghosts online. So I'm like, so you're watching my show and you're following my shit and I don't even know it because you don't show up anywhere. Yeah. But you've got a lot of things to say. Why? And also, please leave it in the comments. Yes. Address it. Maybe other people feel like you. Maybe they don't.
Absolutely.
But I'm like, but don't hide. Please don't hide from me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I just find it's crazy. Sometimes it's the closest people to you. That's a moment of silence.
That's a whole other. We would need more time for that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it's true. But
your biggest haters are right there.
Oh yeah, they are sitting in the front row, which is disappointing.
It is.
But the faster you realize that and you come to terms with it and you accept it, the easier it is to just keep doing your thing.
Absolutely.
Just do you. But it is such a bummer that women don't support each other more. I don't get it. I watch stuff or I see other shows or people on social and I love their content and I'll go to leave a comment and it's all hate. And I'm like, I don't even want to say something nice because these people are going to attack me and then my phone's going to blow up and I'm attracting that into my life. So now I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just DM them and say, hey, I really liked your content, but whatever's living in your comment section is trash and none of that's true, just so you know. You know, like it is horrible how women treat each other online.
And then that's where women start, you know, social media is a crazy place to be in because if you have to have like I don't know how to say it, you're not guard, but like, you can't take it to heart. No. Because it's cruel. It's cruel. Even in my business, okay? I don't have women. Our TikTok page is mainly men. And the type of nonsense that goes on between people talking in the comments is crazy. Like between each other. And or they'll say something like, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing." So Jeff will look at it and he's like, what are they talking about? Like just men putting men down as well.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so like, I don't know. It's just stupid.
I don't know why we can't just come together.
Yeah.
I really just, it doesn't make any sense to me.
And I think because it's easier to knock someone down than it is to build someone up.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to know that the mentality behind it because it's just... I don't know. I can't wrap my brain around spewing hate. And then I'm just also like, I wonder, I won't even take the time to go into someone's profile and look at their page. But I could guess by the comments that you're leaving, I wouldn't trade places with you.
Right.
You probably have like 4 followers and you follow thousands of people and you're just an online troll and you have like an emoji as your profile picture. I don't know. So you have a lot to say, but you're not willing to show your reality of life. Like I'm showing my reality of life and I'm talking about shit that's uncomfortable, but you're not doing that. You're just shitting on everybody else. So.
And that can take a toll on people. Like I know a lot of influencers that have millions of followers and they've had to learn to just... You know, I can't see that because, as you all know, there's people that take it to heart and then they end up doing, you know,
terrible
the unthinkable
things to themselves
because someone said something that they saw, and it's unfair. Like, just there's no need to be mean.
No,
you know, like there's bullying is bad in every age and every aspect of life.
You know what's interesting about bullying too, and I'm such an anti-bully person, is being mean actually makes the person being mean feel worse about themselves. It like the ego thinks it's making them feel better, but what it physically does to your body actually makes you feel worse about yourself.
Yes.
Being nice makes you feel better.
Yes.
It not only makes the person you're being nice to feel better, but it also makes you feel better. So why wouldn't you, like, people just don't like themselves, I guess.
They don't. And it's so much work. It's so much more work to be mean than it is to be nice.
Yeah. It really is.
It is.
It's so much more work.
It is.
So much more work. You have to think so much harder.
You do. and again, you don't know. Something I'm learning to do is also, I'm always like, I have a very short temper. Like,
oh, girl.
I'm Colombian.
Yes, she is Colombian.
It takes a half a second to piss me off. And I was like that typical road rager, the in Publix line, like, Korea, what are you doing? And for what? You're going to get where you're going to get. What are you going to do? You know, I'd be cursing the person in front of me. And I'm learning that give them grace. Give them a minute. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what I'm going through. You know, like just take your time. You're going to get to where you're going to get. And then that all comes back on you. I'm such a firm believer that what you do, positive and negative, comes back to you.
Yep, it does. You have to be really careful.
You have to be so careful because the bad wishes that you wish on other people can come back at you. So,
speaking of bad wishes, not to throw our men under the bus, but men, I have noticed, and we talked about this briefly, really like to tell us who to be.
Yes.
And how to be.
Yes.
And when to be. And where to be. And all these things. And we don't like it.
No, we don't.
So let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
What is your opinion of men and them telling us who we should be?
I don't think anyone has a right to tell us who we should be.
Any gender.
And any gender.
Correct.
At all.
Why do you think men do it so much?
Control. I think it's a control thing. I think that men feel that they need to be in control. And that's just what society tells them. You know, you can't be equal. You can't be equal. You have to be the boss. You have to dictate everything. And it should not be that way.
No.
You can support your partner just as much, if not more, by building them up, by letting them be who they want to be. And that's something that Jeff has always let me be. He's never told me, you have to do this, you have to do that, do it this way, do it that way. He's never steered me wrong. He's always said, do what you want to do, be who you want to be. There's nothing you can't do. He's my biggest cheerleader. It really is my biggest cheerleader, because when I'm down on myself, he's like, get out there, go. Like the networking things, go get beautiful, go stretch your stuff and walk into those rooms. He's never said, you can't do this, don't go here, don't do that. No. So men need to get out of that caveman mentality that your woman has to be home cooking and cleaning and serving you. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I love to take care of my man, but I don't have to. We can be equals. You can cook, I can cook. You can clean, I can clean. You can take care of the kids, I can take care of the kids. There's not one has more of the other. No, it can be equal.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
I also think it's strange, and this was more in my early 20s, that it was kind of the thing on social media where men and women, it was like guys wanted women to, be at home and do the thing. And it's like the 1950s again. And I'm like, yo, it's 2025.
Yes.
I mean, in my early 20s, it wasn't, but it was in the 2000s.
Yeah.
So looking at it now, it's interesting because so many women were starting to talk about it. Like, I have to go work a 9 to 5 and I make all this money, and then I have to come home and do all of this stuff too. But it's like, that was the rule when you were the 100% provider, and women would provide in other ways. But now you expect me to go work a 9 to 5, pull in all this money, split all the bills with you, and then pick up all of the slack on the other. So it was like, how did this dynamic make any sense?
How does that work? How is that fair?
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
There's no fairness in that.
It is not fair. And women not only take that on, but they take the emotional on too. The emotional, the mental, everything. We're not just wives. We're mothers, we're counselors, we're everything under the sun, everything. And that's a lot. And I think men, not that men don't have it also, but they have it less. Like for them, it's more of, I have to take care of my family, and that's it. That's their main priority. We have to take care of everything. The man, the kids, the work, the school, the dinners, everything. And then they wonder why we're exhausted when we go to bed.
Or if we're moody.
Oh, God forbid.
Don't comment on my mood if you want to light a bomb in this house.
What's wrong with you? What's the matter? Everything. Like.
Do you want the list? How much time do you have before we brush our teeth? Because I'll give it to you. It's because it's no small thing.
It's not.
No,
it's not. And wait, you're young. Wait until the menopause kicks in.
Which no one's talking about. We need to talk about, obviously
that's
not on this
voodoo
episode, but women, I'm watching women openly say that they were blindsided by what the hell their body does when they go through menopause.
You have no idea.
Now I'm terrified because nobody's talking about that.
Now, mind you, I did OBGYN for 22 years. So I know exactly what menopause is.
And you still weren't prepared.
Until it hits you. And that is just, it took me for a whirlwind. It did. And not until I got on something did I notice how crazy I was. And now when I don't take it, or I put a patch on, my kids are like, or Jeff is like, you didn't put your patch on, did you? And he's got to be really quiet about it because he's got to be careful the way it says it so he doesn't piss me off. And I'm like, no, I didn't. He's like, okay, can you go put it on? Because it takes a toll on your mind, your body, It's a lot. It's a lot. You see changes in your body that you're like, what the hell is going on? I eat good. I work out. Like, what is this? What is this? You know? So I've learned to be happy with who I am because I am 52. I have survived a lot. I'm alive. I'm seeing my kids and grandkids grow, and some people don't get that. So I'm happy I'm aging.
Yes.
I'm happy I'm aging, and I'm learning to love myself for who I am. You know?
Good.
I don't have to be someone else. I don't have to be what TikTok or Instagram tells you, because let me tell you something. What you see on those social medias is not always true. Okay? So the filters and the fixing here and fixing there, when you go to meet someone, you're like, wait, is that you? Because that's not what you look like on
Crazy.
social
Someone
media.
actually posted a photo of me and they edited it and it was on their page and they tagged me in their story or something. And I was like, I did double look at myself because I was like, that's not, I don't look like, if I look like that, wow. Different. Girl, sign up for modeling today.
Yeah,
But no,
it's
I was
crazy.
like, I mean, it didn't bother me because it wasn't
but
a
it's
big
crazy.
deal, but people really edit the shit out of their photos.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. I know
So-
people that will not post a picture if it's not edited. And I'm like, you're going to meet somebody one day and they're going to be like, is that really you? Because that's not how you look. Like, I'm sorry, but you do not look that good at 6 o'clock in the morning.
No.
Okay. You're not putting makeup on it as soon as you're getting out of bed. Okay.
And if you
No.
are, maybe we need to talk
I
about
know.
that with a
Let me know
therapist.
what you- yeah,
Because you don't need to feel that way about
No.
yourself. Like, what are you
So-
trying to hide? Like, love who you look like because this is who you
But
are.
again, society has made you think that you can't age, that if you're older, if you have wrinkles, then it's bad. And it's not.
I don't understand that at all. And you know what's interesting? Look at all the celebrities. You can pick 3 of your favorite celebrities.
Look at Kris Jenner. She totally went backwards.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Well, people, I guess the new thing is that people at events had been like tapping her on the shoulder and like mistaking her for Kim. And she's
Yes.
like so excited
Yes.
about it because she's aged in reverse.
But at what point is that wrong? Because it's like, are you doing that because no one wants to get old? I understand that. But man, she looks young. She looks really, really young. So what's going on in here that is making you feel that you can't age appropriately? Because she really went all out there. And I love them.
Yeah.
I love their show and I love watching them. But yeah, she's had a lot of work. So is it because you're insecure? And that just goes to prove that even if you have money, you still have problems.
Yeah.
So money doesn't
money is
fix
not gonna
everything.
solve
It doesn't.
anything or everything. I mean, it'll solve money problems,
It
but
will.
but it won't solve all your problems
won't.
or the way that you look at yourself or the way that you feel about yourself.
I wish we could bring back being okay with aging, because back in the 20s and 30s, I see pictures of my mom. Let's look at my mom. My mom was beautiful. No filters, no makeup. And, like, what happened to that? Who decided that natural beauty is not beautiful?
I agree with you. I think it's a big reason why I'm not into the editing my photos, because I know that I'm going to look back on my photos when I'm 60 and I'm going to be like, God, look at me. If I look back at myself right now, I have all these critiques, but I'm not going to be saying that when I'm 60. I'm going to be saying, wear the bikini, Savannah, you fool.
Yeah.
You're a smoke show. I might not say that now, but I know then I'm going to appreciate what I look like. So just the trick is enjoying it now while it's actually reality.
Exactly.
Because we're only as young as we are right now in this moment. So we're aging. 5 minutes from now, we're 5 minutes older. Yeah. So it's just appreciate yourself.
Absolutely.
And love the way that you look.
You have different stages in different parts of your life. And I'm 52 now, but I'm starting over, growing my business. Can't wait to see where it's going to go. And it's okay that I'm 52 and doing it.
Absolutely. 52. You're only halfway through your life,
That's
girl.
That's
You're
it.
only at the halfway mark. You got a long
I have a
way
long
to
way to
go.
go, and I'm just so excited for that. Every day I wake up and I thank God. That's the first thing that comes out of my mouth. Excuse me, is thank God I'm alive and I'm awake and I'm blessed and I have a roof. I have amazing kids, amazing people in my life, and just be positive.
Yeah.
There's enough negativity out there.
Yeah, you want negative, just jump on social media.
Exactly.
There's plenty of it out there.
Too much.
Way too much. You got to find the positive people and just let that be your feed. Remove people from your feed.
Exactly.
That's a really good trick.
And I've started to do that. I've actually started removing people that I used to follow that I don't need to, because I don't need that energy in my life.
No,
So
you don't. Speaking of being 52, if you could go back, at 52 right now, if you could talk to your 17-year-old self, what would you say to her?
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Things are hard now, but you are beautiful. You are strong. You are amazing. You're loving. And you are going to make it. This too shall pass. This is just a stepping stone. Just keep looking forward. Keep looking up. It's going to be okay. If somebody would have said that to me way back then, I think life would have been a little different. But God already had, his plan for me. But I wish I would have had somebody that said to me, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Because I didn't for a long time. I didn't, and it could have been bad.
Right.
But if I could tell myself, and I do sometimes, I look in the mirror and I say, you know what? You're doing amazing. You made it. Look where you are. You thought you weren't going to be here. You thought you weren't going to make it. You thought those things were going to kill you. Because at those times you think that it's over. Like your life is done. And when I say God got me through those things, that's what I mean. He got me past those moments where I thought I was going to die. I'm not going to survive. Lots of nights crying, lots of nights begging someone to help me, and here I am. So I know that he got me through it. So
great advice. I can't imagine what I would tell my 17-year-old self, but that's a really, really good way to start.
It is.
If you could give any advice to the women who feel stuck or feel like they need to reinvent or feel like they need to walk away from a situation that they're in right now, what would be your message to them?
Walk away. Never stay where you're not wanted, where you're hurt, where you're not loved, where you're put down, where someone's telling you that you are not worthy, because that's not where you want to be. That is not where you want to be. You can start over at any age. You can be anything you want at any age. I've seen people at 80 years old graduate from a college for a college degree because they just wanted to, because God knows what happened in their past that they couldn't do it. Set a goal for yourself. Write it down. Look at it. Say it to yourself. Because if I can do it, you can do it. Don't think that what's happened to you prohibits you from doing something now, because you can. I thought, again, for a long time, I can't run a business. I don't know anything about running a business. How am I going to run a business? But I am. I did. And here I am. And find someone that can hold your hand, maybe, or someone that can support you, whether it's a religion, whether it's a friend, whether it's a mentor, a coach, someone that can guide you. Because when you're in that moment, you can't see a way out of it.
No, you can't.
You can't see forward because you're stuck right there. So you don't think that you're ever going to get out of it until you come out of it, until you're on that other side. And then you're like, I made it. I can breathe. And then you just keep going from there. And that's where I am right now, where I'm like, I'm not stopping now. Why? Look where I've come. I can go anywhere from here. It is all up from here. So keep on going. Keep believing in yourself. Don't stay where you're not wanted. Don't stay where you're not thriving, where you're being mistreated. As hard as it is, because it's hard. It's hard to get out of it. And when you don't have a support system, it's even harder. But thank God that things have gotten different, and there's so many people out there that can support women in need, even men. And I say women because that's kind of what you think about when you're in that situation. But there's men that are in that situation as well. So just anyone in general, just get out of where you are, take a minute, breathe, and keep going. Don't get stuck where you are. Just keep it going, keep looking forward, and don't look back. You can't rewrite the past.
No, you can't.
You cannot rewrite the past. It's in the past. It's done. It's over. Look forward.
Absolutely. And you can be more than one thing. Like you,
Absolutely.
You're a wife. Well, you're actually a fiance forever.
Forever, a forever fiance.
Forever
yes.
fiance.
Yes.
You're a grandmother. You're a mother. You run your household. You run your business. Like you can be more than one thing.
Absolutely.
So don't be afraid to start now.
Absolutely.
Whatever stage you're at, just like Sandra. Just get
Absolutely.
started.
Yes.
That's the secret.
That's
is
the secret. Just do
change
it.
your mind and
Yes.
actually take action on what you changed your mind about. Because you can be her.
Read a lot. Read different things. Like I had to sit down and read different books to understand why I was the way that I was. Like self-help books, I love those.
Me
I
too.
love reading them. Journaling, writing down how you feel, because sometimes you can't express to other people how you're feeling. Journal that shit down. Write about it. Talk about it. Talk like if you're talking to your best friend, because you have to get it out.
You do.
You have to get it out.
And there's so much power in saying things
Yes.
out loud and saying what you want out loud and talking to yourself out loud, and then putting what you say out loud on paper
Yes.
makes it finite. The universe, God,
Yes.
Jesus, all they're looking at that. They're reading it just on black and white, just like you are. So write it down, because you don't
Absolutely.
realize
How powerful that is.
it is. It'll change your life.
It does. It does.
really will.
And that's why I'm saying I wrote down that I want my business to be at a certain stage, and that's what I'm manifesting, and that's what I'm seeing. And I'm already declaring it, and I'm already saying that, and that's how it's going to be. And then if something else comes into my life that I'm going to do, then that's what it's going to be. I'm not holding back. Whatever's coming my way is coming my way, and it's all positive, and it's all good, and it's all for him, and couldn't do it without him. So my faith is number one to me right now, and
That's all that matters.
That's
Good.
all that matters.
I love it. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you for
on the
having
show.
me. This was great. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Good.
You're amazing. Thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me share my story. And I wish you nothing but the best.
Ditto. Your business is going to skyrocket, and I can't wait to see it.
So
If there's
is yours.
anything that I or Will can do to help, please reach out
Thank
to us.
you.
Like, we're happy to help you however we can.
Thank you,
Not that
thank
we're
you.
in the pool business, but
You never know.
but people know people with
Yep,
pools.
absolutely.
I have a pool.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely.
So thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Thank you,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
you coming on and being vulnerable
Thank
and
you.
talking
And
about.
you made me cry,
I'm
Savannah. You made me. I was
sorry.
so positive I wasn't going to cry.
Damn it. I know it happens to the best of us.
Gosh.
It's okay. I think there's more people that have cried on the show that haven't cried on the show.
Oh, okay,
so
good.
it's totally norm here. So thank
Good,
you.
good, good.
I appreciate it. Where can our followers and our listeners follow you after the show?
So leakandsubsurfacelocators.com is our website. You can follow us on TikTok, also Leak and Subsurface Locators, Instagram, Leak and Subsurface Locators, and Facebook, the same thing, Leak and Subsurface Locators. We've kept it kind of across the board. That way there's no confusion.
That's how it should be.
yes.
Same with mine.
Yep. You can call us at 954-290-5177. You'll always get a friendly voice, whether it's me or my daughter Alexis, which runs my office. So you'll hear her.
Very cool.
Yes. And contact us through DMs, through messages. And if you guys need anything, my name is Sandra. You can talk to me directly. But yeah.
Do you want them to follow you on social personally?
Absolutely. If you guys are not following me, what are you doing?
Yeah, seriously, you need
what
to follow
are you
her.
waiting for? Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Facebook is kind of for like the old people, I say, but some people follow us.
Yeah.
But,
What
yes.
is your personal handle?
Sandra.v22, I believe. I don't know. Do you know yours?
Yeah.
Do you do?
At Savannah_Montana. It's super
Oh my
easy.
God.
Yeah.
I think it's Sandra.v22 at Instagram is.
It's okay.
It is.
I'll tag it in the show notes below so that you
no
guys
one's
can
ever
follow
asked me
her.
that.
No?
No. And it's like, at least my personal one. My business one I know off the top of my head, but it's like your personal, like, it's when I first started.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, mine,
that.
I literally created it when I was 16 and it is still my social media handle. Okay. So you guys know where to find her. You know where to find me, but I will tell you again, just in case you forgot, you can follow the show at Feral the Podcast. You can follow me at Savannah_Montana. If you guys have any crazy questions, stories, tea that you would like to spill, you can email me directly at feral@savannahmontana.com. And in the meantime, like the show, follow, subscribe, give us 5 stars. Sandra was fantastic. Let me know what you thought of her. And in the meantime, you guys know what to do. Stay feral. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. Bye. Let me tell you who the fuck I think I am. You got a minute?
Wow.